Nards of Doom, and today I'm going to bring you guys to something a little bit special. Hello everybody and welcome to Drill Dozer, a game for the Game Boy Advance made in 2006 by Game Freak. Yes, this is one of the few games, let me put that there, this is one of the few games that has been made by Game Freak themselves that is not Pokemon. As you may know, Game Freak has mostly been known to make Pokemon games like the Pokemon series of Nintendo, and this is one of the few, if not only, games that they have made that has nothing to do with Pokemon. This is a new IP that has been like over 10 years old at this point, and it is one of my favorite, if not one of my top 10 Game Boy Advance games. This game and I had a little bit of history. I've originally wanted to get this game for some reason. When I saw this back in 2006, I don't remember seeing it like an E3 or anything like that. I don't know if it was a big deal at the time or not. But when I saw this game first time at the store, something clicked with me in this game. Just looking at this game, I was like, I want to get this game because I don't know why. It looks like fun. And it took me a couple of years to actually get a copy of this game because it was kind of rare, and at the time it was sort of the end of the Game Boy Advance's life era, as we were going to move on into the DS era. But still, before game stores, like, I got this at a Toys R Us on sale, and before like they were going to stop selling Game Boy Advance games on the market, you pretty much have to go order it online nowadays. But you know, before it was like off store counters and stuff like that, I was able to get a copy for myself. There was like probably like, I remember there was like 3 copies left in Toys R Us. That was, I think it was also going out of business, so I was able to get it for cheap. But yeah, when I first played this game, I just fell in love with this game. It's a really great game. I cannot stress this enough. It's one of those why hasn't this gotten a sequel or 10 games. Anyways, we're gonna jump into some story. Looks like we're here. The red diamond those evil skulkers stole from us has to be in this hideout. They're probably waiting for you, so watch yourself in there. Guillermo and I will support you here from back here at the trailer. Call us with your Drill Dozer's comm system if you get into trouble. Heh, don't sweat it, Grudge. She can take care of herself. That we can. We just plow right through the wall without a care in the world. This game is just so much fun. It's got a cutesy style of art, but it's just fun. Oh no! We fell into a trap. We fell into their trap card. Are you okay, boss? I don't know how far that drop was, but for a child of her age, I'm surprised she would have survived through that. You must have sprung a skulker trap and fallen into a pit. Is your drill dozer still in one piece? We're kind of you know, KO'd at the moment. Boss? Can you hear me, boss? Boss, boss, boss! Dun 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 dun. Dun dun dun. You're still in your drill dozer, aren't you? What? You're not! You gotta get back in your drill dozer. You can still hear me, right? I must be this close by. Hop back into it. That we shall. Oh yeah. Now you know we're in business. It takes a lot more than a nasty fall to take a drill dozer out of commission. Just listen to that engine purr. I built it myself. I tightened every screw and greased every gear. It won't let you down. But you have to find a way back to the surface. I can fix you up back at the trailer. Just do whatever it takes to get out of there. You're a tough boss. Show 'em what you got. Your drill dozer is still working, so you should be able to get out of here. Why don't you snoop around a bit? Alright, now we can actually play. The drill dozer is basically, as you can tell, a giant mech. Well, a medium-sized mech. And we also have a drill, which you can use to attack and drill through walls, as you saw in the little bit of the cutscene there. You also look down, up, B buttons to actually look up and check out areas in front of you. Actually pretty useful in some levels. You can really just only look up and down to see what's above and below you, so you can get the gauge of things. The R and L buttons are used to drill. We'll go into a little bit more of that in a bit. Or the game will do it for us. Press the L or the R button to spin your drill. Press and hold the R and L button to rev your drill and max out your power gauge. You can even drill stuff above and below you. Now get out there and try it. There we go. Whoa there, boss. Are you still feeling a little dizzy? You're probably still a little woozy from that fall. You'll be alright. Your drill dozer can shred these old walls like wet paper. Okay. Go wild and drill through this wall in front of you. That we shall. Thankfully these walls are pretty flimsy. They have a little battery icon, which is sort of like a health bar. And you can tell how long it'll take to drill through stuff. If you notice, some of these walls have little cracks into them, and some don't. The ones that have little cracks like these, you can drill through. There's a lot of areas in this game that have some secrets that you can see, like certain little drillable bits, and that's usually a secret. If you see like a crumbled looking wall, that's usually something you can drill into. Boss, you're inside the Skulkers' hideout. Keep on busting through their base, but watch out for traps. These yellow blocks, drillable. And you can press the B button to read signs and stuff like that. Attention Skulkers. Business minions must always put a fake smile on. Thug minions are required to frown and look intimidating at all times. Good to know. Press the start button to reach the save menu, which will show off that quick. Save your game. If you're in a level, you can only sort of make a quick save. You can't like a save and then just like repeat all over it. Once you make like a quick save, it'll just like pick off where you left off, and that save will be deleted. You have to beat the level or be in the main menu of the game to be able to make a proper save. Sleep mode, which is what almost all 3DS, or not 3DS, the old Game Boy Advance games had back in the day, which you can press R and L and select at the same time, or press this to wake the DS. I keep calling it DS. It's a Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance, you can put it into sleep mode, which wastes less battery. It'll still waste battery, but it'll waste a lot less. And then you can just press that button input there to wake you back up. That, and yeah, you can leave the area. Go back to the main menu, but you lose all your progress. And yeah, that's about it. Pretty self-explanatory. If you need help, press the select button and press the A button to read the help file. And there are some chips, which is basically the currency of the game. Press select and we'll see like the statistics menu. We have a normal drill bit. We have a normal drill type. We only have one gear, our first gear. We'll explain that in a little bit. There's also energy. The drill dozer has a health bar. Reach 0 and you get a game over. We'll talk a little bit about that a little bit later. And we get chips, which is basically the currency of the game. Basically these are all the tutorial sort of like things. We don't really need to go over that because the game will do it for us. I'll talk more about what happens when you run out of health in a little bit. Anyways. Hey Jill, let me tell you real quick about that self-repairing barrier up ahead. The Skulkers keep their hideout heavily guarded. Self-repairing barriers? What are you blabbing about? I'm saying this thing can repair itself even when it's being drilled. You're gonna have to upgrade your drill dozer's gears to drill through it. Luckily for you, there's a gearbox nearby. Look around for a big red box, a bright red box. Which is that? Those red boxes there with the drill icon have gears in them. they're extremely important. You need to look out for these because when you collect a gear bit, you go into second gear! If you notice up there, we now have 2 gears instead of 1. You just found another gear. Way to go! Hey, are you paying attention? Shifting to another gear adds a lot of power to your drill. When your drill is spinning, press the R button at just the right time to shift. Hey, now. When you see the shift up, press the R button again. Remember to press the R button when you see shift up to shift gears. You have to hold the R button down after shifting up to keep your drill spinning at max power. Alright, so basically, press the R button and press it a second time when you see shift up. There. Basically, once your little bar gets close to that circle bit, that's when you usually have to shift gears. Learning to shift up is important. It's easily your most powerful weapon. Yeah, that is true. Don't forget, if you're not great at it now, you'll get better as you go along. Figure out how to do anything, just press the select button and then press the A button to read the help file. Good to know. But anyways, that's how you shift gears. You have to make sure that bar is right at that spot right there where it says shift up, so you can use level 2 gear drill. Otherwise, yeah. See, normal can't do anything. It'll heal itself. Shift up, and boom! There we go. Nice work, you drilled right through that barrier. Your new drill will have you destroying stuff faster than usual. You should keep spinning your drill even while you're moving around. That way you can protect yourself from incoming bullets. It's just all stuff that's good to know. Anyways, let's go through this door and actually start doing some invading. And you see those 2 boards? I can't go back. That's a one-way door. Skulkers! Relatively weak. Just drill right into them. Don't get hit by their stupid hammers. Contact with enemies does damage as well. Those little wrench icons either have chips you can get for money, obviously, and they have batteries which act as health. You can also drill down, which is pretty helpful. And since we already have max health, we can get chips instead of HP. See that metal block? It's made of some kind of super strong alloy. Your drill dozer standard drill won't even scratch it. Shifting up won't help either, so don't bother. You're gonna have to find another way around. Yeah, these are different blocks. They are indestructible at the moment. Even if we use shift off. That's basically a metal block here and then a titanium block there. We're gonna need some new items in order to get through those, unfortunately. That won't be for quite a while, though. This game does, however, hide a lot of secrets and cracked walls if you don't notice them easily. They're mostly for chips, but they're sometimes for secret paths. You also destroy certain objects in the ground. Like these beds. You're gonna destroy the toilets! Which is pretty awesome. Not sure if there's a... no. There's nothing to read here. I think it's in a different screen, but there's something to read. Always keep a lookout for crumbly looking walls and drill right through them. There are a lot of crazy lifts in this factory. See that above you? It's called a socket lift. Drill into the socket. You'll latch onto it as long as you keep spinning your drill. So yeah, it's a little basically you just latch onto that while you're drilling, and you'll be able to get around places. But you have to keep drilling in order to stay on it. Otherwise you'll just fall off. The moment you stop drilling is the moment you get off of it. There we go. When you shift off gears, you'll do also more damage than standard than at first gear. So usually try to beat your enemies in a higher shift gear. Also destroy these cameras. Don't want anyone to spy on us. Alright. Destroy these toxic barrels, which have nothing in them, thankfully. And move on. At the moment, this game is also on the eShop. If you want to play this game yourself without emulation, I believe it's $7 at the moment on the eShop, which is really cheap. And you can play this game for yourself and experience it. It's a really fun game. I cannot stress how much fun this game is. Alright, we've destroyed another box, another gearbox, and we get another gear, which will take us to third gear, our final gear shift that we can get. Whoa, you just found a third gear! You gotta try that thing out. Hold down the R button when you hit the highest gear to keep spinning. At third gear, you'll be boring through blocks like butter. Bust down everything inside and show them you mean business. Basically, once you get into third gear, you're at your strongest at drilling. And you can continually drill instead of... At second gear, you can only drill for a certain amount of time, but once you're in third gear, you can keep on drilling until you let go of the button. And you'll be able to destroy enemies like crazy. Even this fat-looking barrier is no match for us. Keep your drill spinning to deflect incoming fire. Just don't drill into missiles or bombs or you'll be sorry. Basically, if an enemy can shoot a projectile like a bullet, your drilling can stop it. But if it's a explosive type projectile or a bomb or something, then yeah, you're gonna take damage. You can't stop an explosion, unfortunately. Also, drilling at third gear, you can do some pretty cool tricks like this, which is pretty sweet. Also, that guy is a little too high, so you want to be careful because he'll actually hit you. Whoa, 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 don't want to drill just yet because there's some free money right here. Or chips. I just call them money anyways. It's money. Hold up. There we go. Ooh, you almost had me there. Get rid of this jerk. Free battery, even though we don't really need it. And there's no breakable walls over here, so let's move on this way. And another titanium block, so we can't get through that just yet. Keep a mental note of that, though. Sometimes there are breakable walls that look like normal walls. Very rare occasions are those, though. I think really rare. I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But yeah. Anyways, this area we were just in earlier, and that's an electric floor. Don't fall into that. More money! And a hidden, not so well hidden, but hidden nonetheless, breakable wall with some chips in it. Also, the music when you're in third gear is so good. I love the music when you're in third gear. It's like my favorite. It's actually my favorite song in the entire game. And this game does have a lot of great music too. The art style, the pixel art style is great. The music in this game is amazing as well. Oh, you gotta be careful though. You fall like a rock with this thing though. So yeah, we had to go through that bottom section in order to get through this, because we wouldn't been able to have drilled through that fat barrier. And now we can take an elevator. Thank goodness the elevator's weight capacity was enough for this fat thing. It probably weighs over 400 pounds, I want to say. I'd imagine the drill dozer being a rather heavy device. A bigger battery pack gives you more health. Yeah, we can't go back from there. So then the trap won't spring, so thankfully we won't fall back to the underground. Just wanted to show that off. And we can go over here. Look out! There's a tank up ahead. Try drilling into the hole on its nose. Oop, mini-boss time. Those are missiles! Remember what they said, don't drill into the missiles. And, you know, and tank has its own HP meter, just drill into it and watch it go boom. Beautiful. Don't forget that you can drill in the other direction, boss. Press the opposite button to rotate your drill the other way. The opposite of R is L, and L is R. I don't have to draw you a picture, do I? No, you don't. So yeah, there are some puzzles that you have to rotate either left or right. In this situation, we turn right, and we can open up this gate. You have to open it up completely, I believe, in order to get through. There we go. And what's cool is that you have to use the L button to close this drill, this thing here, in order to lower that platform, which is cool. There's a lot of puzzles that require you to not only use the R button, but the L button as well, because the drill dozer will spin it in the opposite direction of right. This will spin, I believe, in a clockwise position. The other way will spin in the counterclockwise position. So it's a good idea to keep note of that. And I believe we reached the end of the stage. You made it back! Right on! I'll pick you up! And that's it! We've beaten the first stage of the game. It's actually pretty long for a first stage too. About like 20 minutes. Area cleared! Alright, we're back inside the trailer, safe and sound. We're good to go. But it appears our drill dozer unfortunately is malfunctioning. And we lose the 2 gears that we found earlier in the process. Whoa, your drill dozer really took a beating. Your drill dozer's gears won't last forever, you know. They get worn away over time from hard use. Don't sweat it though. I'll patch her up as best as I can. And there we go, back in commission again. You're all fixed up. The only thing is, You're back down to just 1 gear. Other than that, your drill dozer should be just like new, cutie. Guillermo, you can't disrespect your boss like that. You know those skulker thugs that roughed up her dad, Doug. There's Doug, all beaten up. Goodbye, Doug. So Jill is taking over as the boss of the Red Dozers while he's recovering. She's the boss now. You can't call her cutie. Alright, it's just a nickname. Sheesh. So you managed to escape from that trap, but this time we're taking back the red diamond they stole from us. And let's save the game. There we go. So that's the first area of the game done. We'll go into the map here and I'll show you 2 places we can go to. We can go to area 2, we can go back to area 1, but there's no need, and we can go to area 2, which is the Skulker Factory. But we're not going to go to that place just yet. There is an optional area we can go, which is the Drill Dozers, Red Dozers training course, which is basically a training area we can go to. It's optional, we don't have to go here, but we can go here if we want to, and I will. In the next episode, though, that'll be its own episode as well. Since these stages are pretty long, I'm going to be covering 1 stage per episode. You can go into here and, check our statistics again. We have 264 chips. Nice number. I'm going to hold on to those for now because we can't do anything with that. This is the treasures screen, where you can find treasures within the game. There is a total of 31 treasures we can find in the game. It's going to take quite some time to find all those treasures because we're going to need a lot of upgrades in order to find most of those treasures. But for now, that'll do it for today's episode of Drill Dozer, the first episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'm going to enjoy the ride, and I hope you enjoy the ride along with me. Tune in next time, for we shall explore more drilled stuff and destroy stuff. Until then, I'll see you guys next time. Later, folks.